All right, let's review our simple stepping forward and back. First thing is taking as narrow a stance as possible. So as if you're on a tightrope or walking down a narrow line. If you need to, give yourself a little bit more space, but the goal really is to keep things narrow. Also, as you go forward, the back heel lifts. So you can just come back and forth. And sometimes it's useful to hold that ball to invite some appropriate tensioning into the upper body. I don't have a ball, but what I'm doing is interlacing my fingers and pulling the elbows apart. So there's a tension pulling the clasp of the hands apart. And this introduces just a little bit of tension in the upper body to invite integration of the movement of the whole body in this stepping forward and stepping back. There's a wave of the forces moving from the floor through the body and returning that sometimes can be missing if there's maybe a little bit more of a falling quality to the movement. There's a little bit of jerkiness. There's less bounce, but it's falling back, falling forward. You step forward but fall back, recover, and then throw yourself and there's just a quality of mini falls following each other rather than a bouncy, rebounding quality that's rhythmic and lighter. And sometimes you even find, even as you slow it down or take it really micro, you sometimes find a little bit of spiral in that motion too. Spiraling towards that front leg, the head stays facing forward, inviting length into the upper back and neck. There may be just a slight rotation as you would swing your arms in walking, and going to the other side as well. So whatever you'd like to do with your arms, whether they give you a reminder of keeping just enough tension in the upper body. It's a very fundamental movement of shifting weight back and forth. And another refinement might be to see if you can do this movement and always keep the back heel lifted, even as you're coming back. So this is also going to help keep the rhythmic bouncing going. Make it a little bit more dynamic even than just letting that heel drop. Kind of forces you to keep the bouncy quality of the movement. And taking that in different directions, and also different number of steps forward and back, so that we can get good at changing directions, because we're going to have to in our everyday life. Just whether we have a dog to walk or a cat to play with, or just yourself to walk down the street. And I think I'll leave it at that.